How to Make a Negro Christian. This is a book written during the slavery period in America by Reverend Dr. Charles Colcock Jones. He was a major slave owner that owned 3 plantations. He developed a system to make slaves more submissive and easier to control by converting them to Christianity. Over time, his method proved highly successful and became standard operational procedure. As you know, a lot of us, a lot of men and women that are in the truth right now, we was under that Negro Christian spirit until we heard the apostles and the elders of GMS and some people of other Hebrew Israelite groups woke us up to turn it around to bring us to the truth. Salakia. And, this right here was put in the world to keep us from knowing who we once were. But through the blessing of Yahweh Bashim Shai, he woke his chosen up, and he's still waking his chosen up. It just, the 2/3 still hold on to this method, or they hold on to other religious books such as Muslim and Buddha and so on and so on. So his whole Esau's whole method was so that you can forget who you once were. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in a few scriptures, and I'm gonna end it. So let's go to. I'll tell you what. Yeah, we start right here. Deuteronomy. No, I'll tell you what. Let's go to Psalms 83. It says Psalms 83, a song of Asaph. Keep not thy silent, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemy make a tumult, and they that hate thee lift up their head. They have taken craftily counseling against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden one. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the nation of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So Esau and the Arabs and the Africans, mainly just Esau, the Arabs and the Africans and the Assyrians came together to put us through hell, which is slavery, to spread us across the 4 corners of the earth so that we can be destroyed, kill the men and take the women, children, and just spread them out so that they won't be able to tell them who they are, so that their nationality can be destroyed. So they did a good job of doing that, but the good Lord kept a remnant in the earth to read these scriptures, to get the understanding, to bring us back to who we once were. And those are your apostles and elders that were blessed by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to get that spirit to spring forth in the land of the north, that spread it here and now spread all over the world with its truth, spreading his gospel. GMS has a large following that's all over the earth. You have other Israelite groups that got followings all over the earth too. So we want to, again, I would like to thank Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for giving the man of Great Millstone this information to reach the hopeful elect so that we can get out of here. So, this right here was part of the curse because we broken the commandment, and the good Lord let the enemy rule over us, you know. Says this here, by us breaking his laws and commandments, he turned his back on them. And the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the ends of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor favor the young. You know, I said on a previous video that, he don't give a damn about you being 65, 70 years old. Your ass going either out in the field. If not out in the field, you're going to be a slave, uh, uh, you know, in the yard or in the house. The young, whenever that little boy, that little girl is able to work, they're going to hit the field. Or the slave master is going to send that baby off to another family. They don't give a damn about anybody, young or old. So this man here has to go. He gave us a book, that threw us off, had us to believe that Yahushua was white with doggy stringy hair, and he loved everybody. Pale skin, weak looking, no backbone. He look like he don't have no fight in him. The image that they put up. Says in Deuteronomy 28:36, the Lord shall bring thee and thy king which thou set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy father have known, and there shall thou serve other God, wood and stone. Wood represent Christianity and stone represent a Muslim, Mecca, not Mecca, but a Muslim. And those gods, our kings and and the people of Israel didn't know Christianity, didn't know Muslim. It says the same thing down here in 64, Deuteronomy 20:64. And the Lord shall scatter thee, put us in slavery, scatter us all across the four corners of the earth, among all people. And those people that he scattered mainly was the people in Psalm 83. Esau, the Grecians, the Africans, the Arab, the Syrians. Those were the main people that had us. And even at one point, we were slaves over under the well, I don't want to jump out there and say that, but I'll do a little bit more research on it before I say it. But the one that you seen in Psalms 83, they had a big hand in our demise in slavery. So, we were scattered, and we was, brought to those nations to serve other gods, which neither thou nor our father have known, even wood and stone. So, we have been we are a destroyed people for lack of knowledge of who we are. And they mainly use this book right here to control us. They had an image of white Christ and the white God. Their image, that you see so-called the white Jesus and the white God touching each other's finger, some type of divine message or whatever. That's to destroy us mentally. And then they kill the father or they torture him in front of the family, or the mother or whatever, to put fear in the children, to have them to think that the man, that Esau, that the power, it was in his hand, but the image of Yahweh Bashim Haushai was the image of white men. Like I said, to constantly destroy us. And that's from this book was written all the way up to now. You have a lot of people holding on to the white man, believing that we all can make it to heaven, that heaven is for him as well. No. The heaven that he going to go in is slavery for 1,000 years. It says, what is it, in Revelation, I want to say 18. I think it's Revelation 18. Yeah, Revelation 18 and 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her work. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. So all the stuff except for the stuff that pertaining against the law for us not to do, for as, taking his woman and having sex with her. We're not going to be a adulterer or anything like that. But the stuff that they did to our women, we going to be able to do to their women and do to them. We're going to put them to work just like they put us to work. We're going to take their babies just like they took our babies. And a lot of our people that's in Christianity, that's, come on back, where you at? Now the book don't want to come up. Here it is. A lot of our 2/3 that's in Christianity are still holding on to this message, to this image right here. Their mind are still controlled by Reverend Dr. Charles Colcock Jones. There is still this way, this development. He developed a system that made slaves more submissive and easily to control, which is this particular Bible, the Negro Christian Bible. And a lot of these 2/3 have the King James, but this Negro Christian Bible is still stuck in their head. So when they pull out the King James, they don't see what we see. They see what they was taught from their mother and father, from their mother and father, on down to, slavery. They see through the eyes of their slave parent back in slavery. That's what they see. Their eyes is not opened up to understand the real truth of the Bible. They look at the Bible one way, and that's it. Everybody gets saved. When you tell them that the Father, he hate, as it says here, I'm not going to chop that up. I'm going to go straight to it. And this is one of my favorite scriptures here, 32 and 39, Deuteronomy 32 and 39. He see now that I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill. They don't like to hear that. They want to say, well, the devil did it. Even if the devil did do it, the good Lord gave him the power and permission to go carry it out. And I make it live. See, a lot of Christians, they one-sided. All the positive, they lay on, but all the negative, they don't believe it. And that's a stronghold in their mind. You got to be balanced. You got to know good and evil, just like Adam and Eve. Because when Adam and Eve was in the garden, they only knew good. Until Eve, the weaker vessel, the woman, was being tricked by a wicked man. And she took that information and brought it to Adam and persuaded Adam also. And he took from that, and they both was in sin. The best thing Eve should have done was to run away from that man. That's why it's not good for a woman to go out pretty much by herself. Because when a woman by herself, you got all types of men, and which is it's a natural thing. And, they want you to holler at a woman. But you have some women, once they see something they like, that might be more handsome than their husband at home, but he might be, if she materialistic, she might see something, see his whip, his car. It might be something that she like, and he might look handsome, and she'll fall weak. You know, so sometimes it's not good for your woman to be left by herself. Not saying for everything, but she going out, going to just going anywhere. A lot of times your husband need to be with her. I'm gonna end it right there. It says here, I wound and I heal. Neither is there that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. So the good Lord, he's doing this by himself. Ain't no other power that's equal to him that's talking to him saying, no, don't do that. No, he is self-existent, and he created Yahweh. He is the supreme master creation of the world. He created his son, and everything else from his son was created under his son. So, can nobody tell him what to do? But you have a lot of these Christians, they don't believe that the good Lord can do evil and kill and stuff like that. Yes, he's the master creator. He made the devil, which is the white man, but he made Satan, which is the heavenly angel that's on the left hand side. Again, 1 Samuel 2:6, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bring down to the grave and bring up. So when he kills and he make alive, and he bring down to the grave, So when he bring down to the grave, when your spirit, when your body, your flesh go into the grave, but your spirit go into heaven, and then he bring down after a period of time, 3 to 4 generations, you come back into the earth again. So that's I guess calling the earth is another way of calling the grave, because you coming back into hell to carry out your judgment. And then when you carry out your judgment, you live your life here on earth, and then your judgment come, then you go back up. He bring up. So I'm gonna go ahead and just end it there. I didn't say it a whole lot, but this book is still in a lot of our people mindset, and mainly the 2/3 of our people, and we are close to the end. A lot of our people, for as the elect, we are, Lord willingly, we are in our lot and prepared and ready. Lord willingly, we are prepared and ready to get up out of here. For the lot of the 2/3, this is their belief. The old Negro spiritual, saying that God love everybody, and putting up pictures of a white image of the Son and the Father. So I'm gonna end it right there. Hopefully this was edifying. I'll come back on the next lesson. Shalom.